a TKO on wherever the food is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two leaves of my own, I don't need a gat. Hold up. No, sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got something sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right frigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yes, ma'am. We got the ladies out there. And ladies and gentlemen, you're here with the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama like him and all that. Not to mention the handsome one himself, TKO. And for you crazy knockouts and knockouts out there, it's another beautiful, beautiful day here because it's Monday. It's 7 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's that combat sports talk time, baby. And we do it best here because we are the kings, in the cases with our knockouts, our queens of Mondays. That's right. And so right here at the knockout hour, ladies and gentlemen, you have your gals junior heavyweight champion giving y'all the rundown of what happened this weekend. Because I'm pretty sure we all seen the viral moments from Ray J and Super Hot Fight. I know we all seen that. That's without question. So we're gonna definitely talk about that. We could definitely jump in the comments, like, share, subscribe, let everybody know who's the man with the master plan, and that's TKO. Your gouge junior heavyweight champion. That's right. Ooh, it sounds so good. But anyway, when it comes to the knockout hour, I always like to start out the first of the show is to always give a shout out because we have the best fighting force in the world. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The United States 86 Airlift Wing is here. I know they are every single week. We want to thank you guys and ladies for being the reason why we're here. The United States are protected, and yet there's a million times we could tell you guys thank you so much, and then yet we want to thank you as well for joining the Knockout Hour, baby. We know my man Brian, he's still holding that championship gold, I believe. Because if he ain't, then we're gonna have to square it up. You may have to fly me over there to Germany with you guys, because I'm gonna make sure my man Brian stays champ. Believe that. He always got me in his corner. As well as we always got the amazing Amanda. We always got Walter back there. And as well as you 300,000. I think we're at 300 and a quarter of them things at this point. And that's because y'all guys every single week tune in and y'all be making your voices heard, comments, all that, and we having a good time. This week I'll be rocking by myself, unless D minus want to join in. I would love for him to do it. I miss D minus because I had to ask him to come on back because we're at a difficult time now here at the WWE, and we'll discuss that in the latter half of the show. Well, I do believe WWE has found themselves a huge problem. I really do believe that. It's one thing to say criticism is fair game, right? Because here on this show, I keep a very clean product because I believe that when you discuss certain subjects, everything is not necessary to have certain language. All right, so hey, I tried my best. Right, I think I've got to count. I maybe cussed 4 times and two and some change years. So we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, so um, this past week in my life, what can I say? It's always one of those things where God's grace is so good because we're able to wake up every day, get the opportunity to change our lives. And for me, it's always when it comes down to me, every single day is a blessing. And then it's always just try to be accountable. I have to learn that word and live by that every day, just like my company that I own, Icon Pro Wrestling, right? Because icons stand for integrity can overcome negativity, right? So for those you don't know, integrity is doing the right things when you don't think nobody's watching. Always trying to make sure that is the right decision possible and trying to weigh out the outcome. Uh, for a lot of people that do know, I am 3 years sober. I've been mixing the numbers up. Got it right now. But I've been 3 years some change sober. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Represent, baby. representing. I gotta get you this shirt too. So I'm mailing you one out this week.
ICON stands for
Integrity can overcome negativity.
mm,
Come on, guys and ladies. Come on, knockouts. That is a way of life. That's what this company was all built off of. I got this acronym from my trainer. I love him dearly. His name Eric Roy. I would love to have him on my show. I really do. But Eric came up with that name. When I created or thought about, hey, I want to create a company here in Alamance County, North Carolina, because my city gets a bad rep a lot of the time. I hate the feeling when you've grown up in a community, you love everything, you know everybody, which I do, right? I'm one of those guys. You can find me at the local sheets, and I'll say hey to you. We'll have a conversation. I'm that guy. Uh, I'm no different than nobody. Just because I have a platform and I have people that love or enjoy my wrestling, that don't make me no different than nobody else. I'm just the same as everybody else. I'm a man, or I'm a human being in this case. So when I was trying to come up with a company name, we were just throwing names around, and that name stuck out. Icon. And when Eric said that, I was like, that's it. Because when I created this company at that time, I needed something at that case, in that point in my life, I was in a bad place mentally. Alcohol was affecting me so much, and a lot of the things I was doing at the time was all off of rage, hurt, and a lot of bad feelings. So it took a strong woman, my wife, to make me realize that she'd never seen the best of who I could be. Hell, I didn't even know, for a long time. Anyway, the company was being called Icon Pro Wrestling. We're now approaching 5 years. 5 years. And 3.5 years ago, I decided, I said, enough's enough with this drinking. Enough with this pain I've been holding on to, that I wouldn't just let go. I just like allow it to be me. And I embodied that. It's like for a lot of you guys and ladies don't understand, like TKO, I say it all the time, is a character. However, when you become a professional wrestler, and I tell young wrestlers this all the time, you got to learn when to turn it on and turn it off. We hear stories all the time of these legends like a Ric Flair, and a lot of them talk about the crazy car rides and the stuff they used to do. I'm telling you guys, today and any time, that's not really a good thing to do. Uh, Drinking and driving is horrible. It really is. And I'm so glad. Like, thank you, God, every single day. You just kept blessing me to be where I'm at today. To ever to had this chance, because there was so many times I put myself and my family in some horrible situations because of me, you know. Uh, but I would say, like Icon, knowing that uh, it's when you say an integrity. Could I sit there every day in the mirror and look at myself and be proud of myself? Absolutely not. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even stand the way I looked at myself because I knew something wasn't right with me. I'm not the best me right now. For years, I haven't been, right? But then, like I said, it just giving another chance by my wife, by the Lord, and even giving myself a chance. I was able to say, Teddy, you know what? You got everything it takes to be able to go out here and be every word of what you say your company is. You should be out here doing the right things because God ordained you as a follower of Christ, and at the same time, you have been taught to know everything to do the right thing. And and again, that's blessings because everybody doesn't get that, and they absolutely don't. So knowing that now in my life, I feel like I'm in a position where if people wanted my advice or my opinion, I think I can give it to them um without being inebriated or to having an incoherent thought, just talking and stuff. No, I try to be very precise about how I move nowadays because I know everybody's watching me without watching me. I know that the next decision, when I say this comes out of my mouth, I have to think very carefully because I know the power in my voice and the way I say certain things. I know it shakes people. I know that to me. And and again, it's like that's a powerful thing to know that just your presence shakes the room. I feel it, right? I ain't the tallest person, I ain't the biggest, but I know that I carry my head high. I put my shoulders back and I keep my chest out and I walk with my head because I'm important because I want to feel important. I walk around like I'm stumping on the earth because even if I'm in a low state of not, it always feels like, again, you wouldn't notice me when I'm around because I want you to notice me. And in knowing that every decision you make at that point, you have to realize to yourself, would I be happy with me if I was somebody else? So I just learned that icon, knowing that integrity is what I have to sit here and show myself every day and prove it to myself before I go out there and show others is more important than anything in this world. Because with your integrity, you can also be accountable for the decisions you made. And accountability weighs heavy on all of us because accountability is simply to say is just being passive of a lie. Hey, did you do this? Did you break this? No, mama, dad. But we know the truth. Why would you take that time to lie? You know, and I try to be as an honest person as I can. If I don't know an answer, it's completely different. But I'm very blunt as a person. I think everybody know me. If you know me outside the podcast, I'm very blunt. There's kind of you're gonna get a raw answer one way or the other out of me. I don't really go beat around the bush. And so when I do that, I had to be very accountable for what I say when it comes out of my mouth. I know that. And I had to own up to it. Or anything else I do is a part of being an adult and is a part of understanding that a lot of people in this world do not get the concept of that. They could be grown in age, but they're not grown in mind because a person in an adult state should not be sitting here being passive where they had some part to play. And I had to learn and teach myself that every single time um, where I'm involved in something because my name is on it, just like every single other person should. So I think integrity goes right into accountability because if you're doing the right things and saying and truly being a part of it, then if something were to be wrong, then hey, you're doing your best to try to do the right thing. It's totally different that you was on the other end, you was trying to avoid the situation, knowing the truth, being a part of the truth, but any time that you had some part of playing and that was negative, you want to be pulled out, it doesn't make sense. You got to be a part of it, the good and the bad. You can't just pick one when it comes down to being accountable for yourself. And accountable could be as for people out there, let's say with your kids, be accountable to spend time with them. Circle 30 minutes out of the day and say, hey, I'm dedicating this time to X, Y, and Z to with my children. Be accountable for that. Hold yourself to that because when you break that commitment, I want you to see how you would feel because do it feel like, oh well, I ain't worried about that. Let's keep moving on. Or would you be like, you know what? I messed up. Bet I ain't gonna do that the next time. And see how much things will turn for you. Trying to tell you, I'm working on it. So I want everybody to know that. Just sit there and have a quick second if you are in your car listening on any devices, if you're watching. Hey, I want you guys to sit back and relax for a second because I got a new song for you guys and ladies tonight. I know you're going to enjoy this one. As you do all the several artists that's here on the Knockout Hour. We're going to go ahead and give you a new track by Lodi Trail. And the track is called Do Your Thing. And I'll see you after that.
Where you from?
Yeah.
Where you from? Where you from? Tell them what you from. What it is? What it is, though? What it is? What it is?
Do your thing while the beat just bang. It's all my niggas in the spot, ain't no thing, Do your thing while the beat just bang. It's all my niggas in the spot, ain't no thing, Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Turn it up, right around, ain't a thing. Throw it up, where you from, let it hang. This for my hit the main flow, rock, jump, booty to them girls still hating till I hate you can't do me. I'm feeling myself, about to throw this well. This the type of itch you stands on, press the gas on. Lot of nowadays I just can't stuck with. Her that girl still in love, I ain't about to duck with. Tell your homegirls about me, they don't doubt me. This all my still spilling liquor on the concrete. Left foot, right foot, put her ass on this beat. Slide to it, everybody faded, dancing woozy. Hit that girl, make her head roll, do the tootsie. I live every concert, boy, like a movie or a music video. The way we rip the audio, murder instrumentals, producers they ain't responsive. Irresponsible the way that we turn up the nonsense. Life for the party, I feel it all in my conscience. Tell me what the addict, we forward and correspondence. Acting ignorant, the whole spot feeling pompous, obnoxious, ego getting colossus. Tell the world bless me like we roll with profits. Profits, only go up in the office. Stop it, don't move it, you can't bop it. Where you really from? Throw it up until you drop it. This all my turning up, gotta pop it. Do your thing while the beat just bang. This all my in the spot, ain't no thing. Do your thing while the beat just bang. This all my in the spot, ain't no thing. Do your thing, 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 do your thing. Turn it up, right around, ain't a thing. Throw it up, where you from, let it hang. Suffering, succotash, if I ain't got a blunt to ass. This for the homies rolling up, a whipping right on the gas. 8 cold style, break the floor straight ridiculous. Bring it back 60 seconds like a case Nicholas. Frivolous, get it turned up, mischievous. Everybody get a check like we got a stimulus. Rolling with the villainous until the whip is brittleness. Me against the world like I'm riding around limitless. Anybody like you ain't got this lit. Give a fool about a party if that beat don't hit. Tell that girl pull up if her homegirls are jet. We feeling this shit. Mortal Kombat fatality, this hit. Instrumentals be banging with speakers like the Strabo. I got they turning up, I make girls head bobble. What it is though? What's up? Can it get down while we turn in the cut? Walk right in, let my ego strut. Get extinguished, the G distinguished. I'm right around feeling fit up like the cleanest. Do your thing while the beat just bang. This all my in the spot, ain't no thing. Do your thing while the beat just bang. This all my in the spot, ain't no thing. Do your thing, 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 do your thing. Turn it up, right around, ain't a thing. Throw it up, where you from, let it hang.
All right, okay. Had me over here doing a little sea walk. Over here like West Coast, baby. I like that, man. That was dope. That was dope. I can dig it. I can dig it. If I had a system, I'll bump that. Like I like it. It was smooth. Yeah, man. If y'all like it and love it, I'm pretty sure that y'all do. Cause I mean, real talk, I may have to go ahead and honestly put that on the Apple Music there. But if you guys enjoyed it, that right there was Lodi Trail. Lodi Trail is Do Your Thing. And hey, we're doing our thing tonight, baby. And I appreciate you, man. That was a good track. And so, if you guys and ladies enjoyed that, please go ahead and hit them up on all social media platforms or anywhere you can hear music. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to see that and show the love to the guys and let them know you came from the knockout hour. All right. And by the way, if you're an artist out there, you want to get your music played, it's very simple. Hit up my email at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Very simple, guys, ladies and gentlemen. You heard Lodi Trail. You heard several artists on our show, including Joseph Mency. You want to be one of those guys and ladies, hit me up. It's very simple. iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. All right. So, who got a chance to watch? Angle this camera down a little bit. There we go. Who got a chance to watch the event that went down this past weekend? I know in the WWE we had Saturday Night Main Event. I didn't watch it. Cause I kind of already knew the outcomes, and it's kind of like the reason why. I Lord knows it just feels like I'm wasting time watching them wrestle. Sometimes I don't get it. If you got it to where like we'll get into it. I don't even want to waste too much of time right now to talk about it later. So anyway, we had Alexander Usyk. He stops Rico Van Haven and Egypt. Usyk retains his WBC heavyweight title with an 11-round stoppage after overcoming early pressure from the much larger Rico. Usyk takes over late with angles and combinations until the ref steps in. And it says right here. Now, on that fight right there, I may have to go back and watch that one because I did see that um, Rico was up heavy early in the match, and for that to be doing that against a undisputed heavyweight champion is remarkable. I mean, it's very impressive. You don't see a lot of people out pointing or outboxing Usyk for heck maybe a round or two, but he pretty much had a good game plan. But that's where the champions really kick in at the most. I think I would know that. See, when you get into the championship rounds and you get to the time that matters, the whole time as we strategically land a smackdown on you, we also realizing that it's we're picking up your patterns, I'm picking up your traits. Okay. So at this point, I'm starting to dial in to know what you're going to do and what you're capable of. Sometimes in these fights too, you don't took their hardest punch because as the fight gets longer, your stamina is not going to produce the same power as you would early in the fight. So knowing that if you could persevere and knowing that you've been in situations against opponents that has a better pedigree at this point in their career, someone like Usyk has found a way to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to overcome," and he conquered. And I think that was really dope for Usyk because I was a little worried about it. And I seen the fight numbers, and I was like, "Wait a minute, something ain't right." But I do like the fact that as a champion, he understood he had to put his foot on the gas, and he did it at the right time. And the ref stopped in to stop the fight. So that's a big ups to Alexander Usyk for sure because I think the heavyweight division was one of the key divisions when I was growing up. And for somebody like Usyk to now be at the position where he is right now in wrestling, in boxing, excuse me, is phenomenal because he's going to get some guys that definitely will be first ballot Hall of Famers. Deontay Wilder will be a Hall of Famer. Um, Tyson Fury will be a Hall of Famer. I believe that because these heavyweights have fought the best in their class in the time they've been boxing. Even if, despite the losses, they're doing it the way it used to be when I was a youngin'. You fight the next man up. You fight the best competition. You don't take no slight to the next guy. Like let's say for instance, we done waited countless years for Joshua and Tyson Fury. We all have. We all been begging for this fight. Should he take the fight now, as in regards to Joshua? Because what would it do? It would just because it really breaks down who will be the next guy to go against Usyk. In this case, it'd be Fury's third time, which I don't think should he deserve it. I mean, not necessarily. I don't think the numbers will really show that, but I do believe people will be there for Anthony Joshua because out of all the heavyweights right now, he's one of the ones that avoided the bigger fighters at this point for than anybody else right now that's active. He hasn't fought a Fury. He hasn't fought a Wilder. He's fought a Usyk, yes, but I do believe he needs to really step his opponent up, even at this point in his career. He's going to have to fight Tyson Fury to legitimize his legacy as being a world class fighter. Will he be first ballot? Possibly. I can see why people would say that. Yeah, but you don't want to leave it to question with these voters and social media because people will talk you out of somebody being great only because their person doesn't win, and they excuse the excellence of someone else only despite because their person not the winner. And that's how I see society is now with sports, especially fighting. Because in the combat sports world, people gotta understand that it's not as simply easy as a person can walk in the ring and do one, two, three, and it's over. That's not a traditional fight. A fight nowadays, especially in boxing, it can be really slow paced. And that's because fighters now have a bigger um I would say that the quality of fighters now are probably better than the past only because they learn from the past. So these fighters today, exclusively, I mean, especially in boxing, you look at a time where Mike Tyson was on a rampage in a heavyweight division, but you tell me how many world class champions did he really fought? He fought a lot of them, but they was on the way down the ladder. They wasn't coming up. And I love me some Mike Tyson. Personally, to me, that's my favorite fighter of all time. I don't care what sport. As a fighter, I don't think nobody could have been as vicious or willing to do everything it took or die in the ring to win more than Mike Tyson. I don't believe nobody else. There's nothing wrong saying that. I take it away you want. I don't really care. I love me some Mike Tyson. But even the Mike Tyson gets the criticism when you talk about the heavyweights of all timers, that is, you could say that Muhammad fought better world champions, and he did. I mean, majority of the fighters he fought, Sonny Liston, Ken Norton, uh, Joe Frazier, Larry Holmes. That list goes on and on. A countless amount. Joe Frazier is, I mean, George Foreman. There's countless amounts of world champions he fought, and that's why for him and everybody, and this legit, true reason why a lot of people believe he's the greatest of all. He's the GOAT of boxing because he went to every single size of a heavyweight and was able to persevere and win. And at times he took a loss, but ultimately, when you want to challenge everybody that's ahead of you, they say that's better, and you put out everything you got, and everybody's saying you're the GOAT, he earned that. And I believe that's what boxing um, today with Anthony Joshua. I know the goal is to get back to Usyk. We all know that. If I want to jump the lunch line to get to a championship, I'll do it any day of the week. But I really believe that Usyk in this fight, really show what a champion does. And we'll see what's going on for the next opponent. But I do believe that Usyk, like I said, he's on the class of his own right now. He stumbled early in the fight, but hey, he found a way to rebound and he got to win. And then we got Frankie Sanchez knocks out previous unbeaten Richard Torres Jr. in the round 2 of their IBF eliminator. So I like to throw that in there as well. And that was on that fight card. All right. So, and what else we got here? So we're gonna go down to MMA. All right. So I didn't watch this live, but I did go back and watch because there's a lot of tomfoolery going on here, right? A lot of weirdness. Because before we get into that, let's go ahead and give a nice shout out to Monster Energy Drink. I'd like to sit there and give a shout out to Monster Energy Drink because they are a proud sponsor of the Knockout Hour here, and we love us some Monster Energy Drink. When you're sitting there thinking about having a nice, cold, refreshing drink, and at the same time get the energy you need to unleash the beast like TKO, grab your Monster Energy Drink at your local convenience stores, online, anywhere you can find Monster. Thank you for the support. But everybody, again, remember, if you looking to be able to unleash the beast, grab your Monster Energy Drink. Thank you, Monster. So before we get, I had to get that out the way. Didn't want to forgot about you guys. So I think people have to understand this. It's like with wrestling. In any sport that, in this case, involves hit or be hit, you can't play fighting. That's one thing you can't do. You can't play fight. Especially when you're in this situation where a lot of these gentlemen was in. And I'll break it down to you. We had a fight with Johnny Manziel going against Rob Menry by first round TKO at 2 minutes and 16 seconds on a celebrity driven MMA card. All right, let's break this down. Johnny Manziel. Now, I like me some Johnny Manziel in college football. I think he's one of the most phenomenal quarterbacks we ever seen. I really do. I love that guy's spirit. Real dope dude. But what are we talking about here? I mean, seriously. I find it fascinating that people will sit there and spend their money to really entertain a person like Johnny Manziel in MMA. Here's why. That man don't have the same cachet as he used to have. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody's looking to have a broke down, washed up quarterback that never really panned out to be anything being in MMA arena. I don't see what the real pop about that was. And it goes with social media as well. I don't find really none of that stuff entertaining. I think it's kind of like it's cool they're making money. Again, you know me. I'm all about that money, baby. But it's just weird, you know? Like the more people try to do what we do, that's in this fight game. I just feel like why does the crowd feel like they can always do what we do and do it better? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If you did what I did and you suck at it, I wouldn't come see you. It's fascinating that people like Johnny Manziel that has literally no fight experience expects, which y'all do it, I don't get it. That people sit here and literally watch them live, pay tickets to be there to support somebody that is out here making a mockery of our sport. I believe that. I believe they make a mockery of what we do. See, wrestling was a carny event that people enjoyed at circus fairs and all that because it's entertainment and attractions. Then it developed and it grew and it grew and it grew. At least to a certain extent, you actually know what the product is today. You know exactly what we do. And so if you choose to have a great time, enjoy yourself, and love what we do, we enjoy you too. Thank you. Then it's not like we deceiving you or selling you wolf tickets, right? We're telling you exactly what we are to you. It's up to you to have a imagination and being realistic, having some type of like escape. See, with combat sports, for a lot of us out here as men, it's like we share our aggressions with and women, excuse me. We share our aggression with these athletes because they're doing things that as a human being, we got to restrain ourselves from doing every day. You mean to tell me that the average person doesn't want to go upside somebody's head and just because they feel like doing it? Absolutely. I think I can speak for about 70% of the world at this current second, probably think that. However, since we're domesticated and we live in a society where people have to coexist in order for things to function and progress, we logically just decide to not don't do that, right? So I just find it weird that Johnny Manziel has to get into an MMA ring to fight somebody that I'm gonna be honest. I hope he has a great following and all that, but I wouldn't know him from a can of paint, right? So why would I entertain it? But hey, you know, I guess for the people that love it, I don't know. Shoot. But that was one thing. Then we had Lance Stevenson defeating Michael Beasley by submission. Now that hurt my feelings. That hurt, man. I don't like seeing people like Michael Beasley that's going through so much because he's given a platform and a chance to speak out all his pain and to see him lose that fight, it just feels like, oh man, come on, Mike. Because I like Michael. I like Lance Stevenson too. Don't get me wrong. I like them equally. But your heart goes with Michael, man. Because it just seemed like he never really got that fair chance in basketball. He never got that fair opportunity to show everybody he liked that. Because I've been watching so many podcasts of him for years, and people say he's your favorite player's favorite player. And I believe that. Like, I love me some Michael Beasley, man. I just think he was dope. But for him to lose to Lance Stevenson, head up champ. And at the same time, congratulations to Lance Stevens. I think, again, I didn't watch that live. Again, I'd rather watch them watch basketball. But hey, at least the fans have fun. And I laughed. As well as I really laughed about this one. Super Hot Fire knocked out Ray J. I mean, knocked him out. It says TKO, and that's exactly right. He must have learned from me. I don't know. He threw a right. I'm left-handed. But when I mean, he knocked Ray J back to if I had one wish. If Ray J could get one wish, it was to be. I wish I would have fought Super High Fire because Super High Fire put that on him. Hey yo, that was wild. Super High Fire beat him in a MMA match. I mean, knocked him out. There was, without question, the funniest thing I've seen in a minute. And that leads into things that Ray J said after the fight, talking about how he don't want to get nobody in trouble, and later on saying that the fight wasn't supposed to go down like that. Trying to say it was fixed. And I think we talked about this last week or the week before when I be saying to a lot of people, and I think I said it about maybe 5 minutes ago. You, ladies and gentlemen, put real money on a fixed outcome and think for 1 second that it's supposed to be cheating. I don't see how you think it's cheating when they clearly are showing you their hand. You know, if it's supposed to be X, Y, and Z, then a lot of times just add it all up. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. So many other great fighters. Yeah, see, like that's what that grinds my gears right there. See, when I perform in wrestling, if you're watching me, in what part am I editing anything that I do? When you know exactly what we're doing. Do people put money on wrestling? Probably. And if you're putting it on WWE, you're probably winning every time because everybody knows exactly what they're going to do from a mile away. I mean, you'd probably be rich if you could put money on WWE right now. I could tell you the outcome blind. But I just think they're like, people are so easy to be deceived to think that they actually are doing this and like they're not cheating blatantly, and yet you just feel like some type of divine will that you got some secret code in your mind to debunk all the. But no, no, these fights are about stage more than wrestling, and everybody want to talk about wrestling fake. Okay, if you're saying what I do is fake, then okay, keep spending your real money on something that's already predetermined. That's like this, ladies and gentlemen. I bet you this. I bet you. Whoever comes out of the West in the Western Conference Finals in the NBA is going to win the finals. I guarantee it. But here's my thing. I really don't watch NBA no more. You know why I know this? Because I know basketball and I don't know so much and say who's in the Eastern Conference Finals besides the Knicks and the Cavs. And neither one of them got a beggar's chance. But I promise you that Thunder Spurs series will go 7 games. I bet you. No, I don't put money online for stuff like that. But I'm just saying, guys and ladies, we sit here and somebody like Ray J is telling you to fix it in. The fix is in. And people still lost their money. See, you know what I'm saying? I just think that is hilarious. Hilarious. So, guys and ladies, just be careful out there. Realize, though, you can't beat the house. The house always going to win. So, if you out there, keep spending your real money to watch these fights, hey, have fun. Because if you ain't winning 100% of the time, then I don't see how you betting on something that's more fixed than wrestling. At least we could change the outcome if we wanted to. The other side is already made before they tip the ball off, or they throw the first punch, or the first takedown. Good example be Shane Strickland versus Khamzat Chimaev. We all know that was the same thing. It was fixed. From the very beginning, it was fixed. And we as the fans got fooled. We thought we were going to have that moment where, oh my God, we're going to feel like they're going to just tear the skin off each other. Nothing happened. And they knew it. And I ain't saying they fought that way. But I would say the judges and everything made sure they got the person they wanted to win. And I don't see how the outcome was what it was. And if you put money on, let's say, Khamzat, and you lost, you should be heated. You should. Because you seen the same thing I did. If anybody got cheated that night, it was Chimaev. He clearly got cheated. But, That's the money game. It ain't the fight game. That's what it's not. It hasn't been that in a long time. Hasn't been. That's why a person like Floyd wouldn't take a real fight off somebody like, let's say, why would he not fight Canelo now? Why would he? Why? It serves no purpose to him. He's gonna get the bag and get up out of there. Because if he can make y'all tune in, then he won. It's not about the win or loss at that point. He got the money. He's out. Y'all should have got the money when y'all was in there. Just saying. But we're gonna break down some wrestling. Gonna break down some wrestling. And we got the results of this past weekend Saturday night main event. If you don't want to hear it, stay with us. And it was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And so we had, let's see, 4 matches on the card this evening. Let's talk about it. So we had Jade Cargill. She pinned Rhea Ripley in a 6-women tag, gaining momentum ahead of their Clash in Italy title match. Okay. I'm really getting tired of everybody talking about Jade. That's a wrestling fan. It's ridiculous. Could it be that she's black? Probably. Could it be you don't like her or something? That makes sense. She's playing a role of a person you're not supposed to like. But I do not understand how somebody catches so much attention for literally having no control of what they can or can't do match wise. There was a post I put on my page recently that showed that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley has not had a title defense since Mania. They ain't even. I don't even know when the next time Liv Morgan even think about showing up on TV. And we're talking about Jade Cargill when she had her title defense. All the critics kept saying she don't defend the belt. She don't go against nobody. Why don't y'all say the same thing about them? I'm a champion in wrestling. I think I have a right to say that. Why is it that for me, every show I show up at Gouge, my belt's on the line, or I'm trying to go against somebody else's? I ain't gonna run for no challenge. But WWE finds it a way to escape the line. No, they don't. The fans do. The fans escape the line for Rhea, where say Rhea has taken time off. Rhea has had a slow schedule at times as they were building her up. And you mean to tell me that all of y'all are so critical of her? And let's look at Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton didn't have a lot of defenses then towards the end of her having a championship run. She wasn't ready. She's not a great wrestler. She's a great gymnast, and she's getting better as a wrestler. But I don't hear the same outcries of everybody else catching the heat except Jade. I just think that's some weirdo stuff. If you was a wrestling fan, you will want Jade to get better. You will want Jade to be on TV more. Because if you don't like her, the more you see her, the more you can hate her. And if you love her, the better she can get. Why would it be that Rhea and only handpicked people are the only ones that get that treatment? I got you a better. I give you a better example. Bailey is probably hands down the best women's worker in WWE, probably in the business, along with like a Natty Neidhart. Why isn't those two celebrated more? Where we celebrate these others for doing way less and have way less skill in the same business, but the ones that really know how to do it are the ones getting pushed away the most. And that wouldn't even make sense with any other organization that you have. The UFC had their biggest stars, and they will run them into the ground and get their money out of them. WWE does the exact opposite. They will sit here and take a handful of people they want. They'll make them the anointed ones, while the rest of them have to play ping pong, and it's dumb because you always are missing out on when to pull the trigger on the superstars. You're not reading the crowd. You're trying to train them to tell them what to like. And then when somebody doesn't do something y'all like, y'all want to blame the wrestler. That's stupid. It really is. Why don't you blame the fact that you can't make sense of, okay, how you could not have on 3 hours worth of a show the women's titles just as important as the men's. You can't make a tag team to even remember at all. And you can go get any talent in the world. and y'all somehow find a way to make me bored watching your product. How is that possible? How? If you gave me billions of, you ain't gotta give me billions. Give me thousands of dollars, and I will sit there and be able to do 10 times better. Because I'm not bought out. I'm not sold. And I get it. I get it. Money, 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 money. But it's like, dang. When is gonna feel like the fans will stop getting gypped or wasting 3 hours of their time on Mondays or wasting their time on a pay-per-view on the Saturday like we did? That's like so like let's say the outcome of that 6-women tag, you're now going into Jade versus Rhea at Clash of Italy. Again, everybody knows Rhea is winning. Why are we having this match? They should have had JC Jane go against Rhea until it feels like Jade actually has a real shot. But now you sit there and do the same stupid stuff you keep doing, and you push the former champion down the card. But you having Leah wait for Stephanie, which I'm sorry, no disrespect. I really don't want to see that match. I seen it at Mania. I'm done with it. I don't get it. It's like tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it in and out because when it loses me, it loses me. I don't get to connect sometimes. I don't. You're talking about wrestling, and you have some females on that show that looks like Jade. I've never seen a woman in wrestling look like her. And somehow y'all take the most time I've ever seen to make sure you pull somebody like her off to put somebody that's the size of my freaking 15-year-old daughter on TV. That's like 5 foot tall. There's a million of that. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm pretty sure they're phenomenal people. Liv Morgan, God loves you. Alexa Bliss, love you too. Bella, like, why is it that a person that looks like China and everybody loves China, you have another woman that has the same physique, probably better, 10 times better physique, and y'all boo her for what? Or take her off TV. How can she get better if she's not working? It's stupid. So when you watch Clash and Italy this weekend, we already know who's gonna win that. Rhea Ripley. And the same thing keeps going. Ain't putting nobody over. She's Rhea Hogan now. I love Rhea, but it's irritating. You don't have to have the title in order to be. She is white hot. She don't need the belt. I don't get it. It's stupid. Like, anyway, got the vision with Logan Paul and Austin Theory retaining against retaining the World Tag Team Champions. Right, like we did know that. Again, another one where, oh, the Street Profits don't win again. Huh, then why you put them back on TV? Just keep doing it. Every time. You can give the Motor City Machine Guns. You can give it to everybody and their mom, but somehow the Street Profits can't win. Or if they do win, then they have to drop the title in 2 weeks to a team you just made up. It could be The Miz and his grandma, and somehow y'all will find a way to let them win and take it out to Street Profits, put them back in catering. Because now Bianca announced that she's having a child. Y'all going to put them right back in catering after that in about 2 months. Why don't y'all just let them go? Again, I don't get it. Then allegedly, they're out here going through the United States and trying to build within the company to make tag teams up. Then they're trying to buy. It's like, I've never in my life heard something so stupid. Like, how do you have a whole division that if you're starting from scratch and you never developed it since the Hardys and the Dudley Boys and all them way back when? Why is it now you figure it's going to be a revolution of the title? R-Truth and and Damian Priest, God loves, I love them too. That's not a tag team. Damian Priest was world champion 2 years ago. We forgot about that so much because y'all marginalized him for no reason. The pool, I don't know. No disrespect to Finn, but Finn should not be getting more attention than Damian Priest. I just, again, the man looks like a wrestler. How many times do you find a 6'6", 280-pound man that can move like a cruiserweight? You don't run a brother. I run a business. God, no, give me some of those. Hey, yo, give me those athletes. Y'all have an abundance of athletes that can do phenomenal things in this business. And y'all miss it every single time because the only thing y'all worried about is riding a wave on social media. I am so tired of seeing Jelly Roll. I am so tired of Pat McAfee. Nobody cared to see either one. Nobody was clamoring about no NFL kicker being a wrestler. Never. He's irritated. Like, thank God he's gone. But watch, he's gonna somehow come back. Nobody's asking for no Pat McAfee. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was asking for half the stuff that we get on these pay-per-views. Why does the Veggies still hold the tag titles, knowing Brian is nowhere near that heavyweight title now? Let the Street Profits win the titles and let them cook. Oh, it's not that. Even ChatGPT is not that stupid. Anyway, Penta, he retains the Intercontinental title against Ethan Page. Moving right along. The Bella Twins and Page retain the women's tag team titles. Here goes another one. Nikki Bella was hurt and could not perform at WrestleMania. So the spoiled return of Paige comes and she teams up with Brie Bella, one of her nemesis back in the day, and they win the tag team titles against a young up and coming Lash legend and Nia Jax, the unmovable force. I mean, the irresistible force, which they are. And we had to let something that nobody asked for. Nobody cares about the Bella Twins. My kids don't know them. My daughter's 9. My other one's about to turn 16. My 18-year-old probably know. My 16, probably. My 9-year-old doesn't know them. Guess who was the one watching WrestleMania that night with me? My 9-year-old. Why do y'all consistently keep giving the people something that makes them turn away? Y'all are going to have it to a point where people are done with this. That's why y'all need to support companies like Icon Pro Wrestling, where our storylines, our show actually connects because we connect with the audience. That's why TKO is a champion right now at Gouge Pro Wrestling. The bookies, the administrators, the front office for Gouge listen to the crowd. They had no plans for me. Yet the people at Gouge, and I thank every single one of y'all, and I can't wait to see y'all again, is the reason why I am the Gouge Junior Heavyweight Champion. Because the people asked for it. And me as a performer, as an owner, as a father, I'm begging you, WWE. I'm begging y'all to give us something worth watching. You got Obafemi, you got Trick, you got Javon Evans. That's your big 3 going forward. You got that, okay. Let's add a Gunther. Let's add a Braun Breaker. Let's add a Rhea, which I think Rhea will probably go to movies in the next 3 to 5. But you have stepping stones to greatness in this company. Roman is now the up guy. He would definitely leave a trail that's going to be hard to rekindle. He has done something in wrestling in the past 5 years that nobody has done. He made you believe in him. He made you believe in Roman Reigns, because that's exactly what he did in wrestling for 4 to 5 years as the undisputed champion when it's all said and done, a double champ. He made you believe again. And I think people like Javon, Trick, Braun Breakers, the Gunthers, the Rhea Ripleys, the countless amount of stars in those locker rooms that's willing to take the opportunity to change their future. And WWE, I think y'all need to go ahead and cut the chain loose and let the big dogs eat. Because we look up to you guys in order to inspire the people that we touch and see every time they come to a show. Why? Because they always want to have the WWE experience. Give me an opportunity to be able to grow mine so yours will grow too. Very simple. Listen to the people and stop listening to the sponsors. I would like to sit here and end that part when it comes down to wrestling and go ahead and let you all know that you do have a great product. You can watch it anytime. This right here is Icon Pro 10. It is on Icon Pro Wrestling on YouTube. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen, and you will understand exactly what I mean. Go match by match, and you will understand what we are trying to accomplish at these shows. We want you guys to come back and enjoy our products. We're in the talks right now of working on Icon Pro 11, 12, and of course 13. I will get y'all the details as soon as the deals are closed. It's getting very soon. But by the way, if you want to be able to follow me on social media, attention everybody. Attention. Let me see like that. I got TikTok now. You can check me out on TikTok. It's TKO336, as well as all social media platforms, TKO336. You can join us on the Knockout Hour Facebook group. Hit me up on that. I'll accept you in. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, go to my YouTube channel, TKO336. Go check out my matches. Let me know what you think about them. And, hey, I do the best I can. In the meantime, man, I sit here as the owner of Icon Pro Wrestling, knowing that I'm going to say it loud and proud for the people in the back. Integrity can overcome negativity. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to think that every single time that you're making a decision in your life, because I'm pretty sure it will enhance and make things better for you, just like I try to every day. We all fall short, but you got to hold yourself accountable for what you can in that situation in order to change it the next time it comes around. And I'm going to work on that too. But I love every single one of you guys and ladies that join us, because we, again, are now 325 plus thousand strong. And we're only going to get stronger. I definitely influence you guys to jump on over to YouTube. My channels, TKO336, Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. Like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know the man, the myth, the legend, the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama like him and all that, the handsome one. And still, your gal junior heavyweight champion, TKO. And I'll see you next week. Peace.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on the back where the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got 2 knees of my own, I don't need a gap. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that you gonna have to go through both the swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand, I got some sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.